Hey, what's going on? Excuse me. What's going on, YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here. Once again, I will be showing you a quick guide. This time is a lot quicker than my ritual one. The ritual one, unfortunately, as you saw, you kind of have to, invest time and effort and everything like that into each map, and it's a little bit harder to just get a kind of a result right away, if you know what I mean. So, that being said, I am going to show you Harvest in Haework Hamlet, and let's see, got a few unrevealed blueprints for me. Oh, okay. Right, group. Well, he can come to my hideout, and we can figure things out once we're here. Okay, so let me finish this real quick. This is a little transaction. I didn't actually expect this, but I'll go ahead and grab these real quick. Thank you, sir. Unrevealed. What does he mean? You mean revealed? Unveiled? Look good to me. I have a quad tab of contracts. I need to go through them. I didn't know I even had them, but I'm sure I have well more of your area you're looking for. Get with me in 30 minutes. Alright, so I have a project that I'm doing, which is Project Grand Heist. All of these Grand Heists are all fully revealed, and I'm going to kind of show you like the benefits of running a whole bunch of Grand Heists and the value and everything like that, but we'll get into that later. For now, let's turn off chat, and we're going to get into Harvest. So, as everyone knows, Harvest has been nerfed. It's been nerfed essentially into the ground, but Harvest is still good. I've made a video literally just recently saying how is Harvest still this good, and it is still good. It's not as directly impactful to your gear as many would like it to be, but it's still extremely powerful. And in this video, I'm going to show you why. So we're going to do a couple maps of each to try and spawn some T4s, but we're also going to first do a couple of these. So the Watchstone, the one that's going to be the one that's always here is the Mature Platinum. Now the Mature Platinum says harvest crops in areas have an extra chance to grow higher tier plants. So this means you'll have a chance to, you're going to grow like the ones that will allow you to sack divs, the ones that will allow you to, do any kind of the crazy stuff, in any of the stuff like that. And that's really good, especially for, for me. I like to gamble, and most likely I'm probably going to gamble doctors if I even get the if I get the seed, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the seed. And without further ado, we're going to hop right into it. The other Watchstone in this area is the standard Bountiful. Bountiful just says increased chance for additional crafting options. It's kind of a crash course into it. Now we're going to do real quickly a couple of maps, and we're going to just throw on Harvest so you guys can see what this looks like. As you know, in my last video I did mention, but I'll go over once more to show you. There are 3 nodes you can take. One is the Grove's Call. It's completely moot at this point because there isn't really a point to use it if I'm guaranteeing it. Second is plants harvested have less of an increased chance to have less common crafting options, which means more better crafting options. And then wild. Now we are doing a toll again because the toll is quick, easy, we can get in, we can get out. I don't even have to run the boss, but I'm probably going to anyway because it's a short map. What I'll do is I'll find the crop, I'll run to the boss, and I'll run back, just because it's easier for me that way to, get the content, and I'll be able to get Cyrus kills on the way while I'm making these videos. So Apparently we have beasts. That's cool, I guess.
My mana is gone.
Alright, so we have already found our grove. That one's dead. As everyone knows, harvest is, you know, pretty much gutted. You can't do the super crazy gear you used to be able to do anymore. Boo-hoo. But you can still take advantage of it. You can still get really good value every single harvest. And as you saw in my other video, it's extremely, you know, imperative that you kind of realize that not all the time you're going to get crazy stuff, but you're always going to get at least decent stuff. So let's see. So we have upgrades, rarity, sacrifices, div. We're going to try and sacrifice div, because like I said, if I get the div dupe, I have some doctors I'm going to try and poof. Got some markers, cool. Alright, let's see. We have change div, nothing crazy, so we move on to our next one. Modify lucky, exchange currency. See, I actually had a video where I found the change 10 chaos to exiles, and then somewhere along the way the video corrupted and I wasn't able to upload it, so it's unfortunate, but it happens. This time, ooh, this isn't bad. Jewelers are fusings and simple sextants to prime. So fusings are really really valuable in standard, but in league, jewelers or fusings are extremely useful. So, you know, getting your stuff linked, obviously. Let's see. This one has. We'll do this one real quick. Now remember, all we're aiming here is to try and pay back the 12 chaos we spent per map, right? So without using all the excess crafts, we're going to see if we can do that. So let's to chaos. This is really strong. We have already paid back a pretty decent, like what, a fourth of our currency. If we count the fusings, that's 3 chaos. We've paid back a half of the currency. So let's see, sacrifice a white or yellow map. Let's go ahead and just throw in a tier 10. Come on. We got some doo-doo sacrifices. Okay, so I'm not going to do any of the reforges just to kind of cut the video as fast as possible. So let's see, add implicit to jewels, Atlas influence, modify an item, lucky values, socket links, allows you to randomize Atlas influence. Yeah, I don't like that one. We're just going to do the gem crafting and see if we get like a, what do you call it, a faceter's lens craft or something. And then we can kind of show you, like, you know, an average. Unfortunately, this time around, not including on top of it. Alright, looks like someone's finally paying up for the ring that we had. All yours, buddy. Now let's go ahead and put our second map in. Unfortunately, that map didn't net us a profit, but, you know, strictly speaking, if we used all the chaos crafts, if we used everything like that, if we had clusters on the ready, just in, knock them out, get as much of a reroll session as we can, we'd probably make a lot. But I don't want to have you sit here and watch me reroll a whole bunch of cluster jewels or reroll a whole bunch of, you know, in general. So I'm just going to try and show you, like, how good it is on an average. Now, as you saw, our first map was subpar at best. Fortunate, but that's just the way it works. I don't really want to do Delirium, so we're just going to skip the Delirium. Second. Cool, cool. We got the boss down. Now we go back to the Ritual of the Harvest. Now another thing is a really decent chance to spawn, so if you do get a ritual, I would recommend you running it. As I said in my last video, this area is extremely valuable for running ritual. So let's see, harvest, what do we have? Trading currency, let's see, exchanges, resistances, exchanges, resistances is really powerful, by the way. I would actually recommend you get that if you can. So we're gonna do this one. So I'm gonna do one more, this map and one more map in this area to show you the, just general value of this. So wisdom's chance, ooh, there we go, 3 chromatics for 6 GCPs. GCPs are 2 to 1, 2 chaos to 1 GCP currently in League. So like a fifth of a chaos, or a fifth of a chaos for 12 chaos. So that's paid for. We're done. We don't need to worry about anything else as far as making our money back.
My mana is gone.
Oh, I didn't open. I did open. Oh no.
Up to that just yet.
Cool. I ran into them and almost just got murderlated. Let's see. Ooh, perfect. Upgrades in oil to. So this is really strong. Basically, it turns low-ish value oil into the highest value oil. So we're going to do that right now. We're gonna basically trade a silver, and we got a gold back. Engineer orbs to better engineer orbs. So let's see. Engineer orb. I have extras here. Bam. And let's see, implicit to cluster jewels. Why not? We're gonna pick the first cluster jewel we see and add an implicit to it. We got frenzy charge duration. Cool. So have the positive on what these are worth, but they're pretty valuable. I think they're like maybe 5 to 10 chaos. I think they're more in League, but 5 to 10 chaos in standard. They're really strong because you put this on pretty much any chest. And trading a silver for a gold, silvers are like 20 chaos versus golds at like 1x a pop, so you're getting a lot of value difference. In League, it's I think we're doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and bow out and put in our next map. Alright, let me get comfy real quick. Cool. Let's see, put in the next atoll, scroll all the way down, and do harvest. Now we can put away our extra value that we found, and enter the next atoll. Now this goes without saying, there is ways to kind of just squeeze a little bit more value each and every one of these. 12 chaos can easily end up turning into like 600, 700 chaos if you get any kind of luck rolling cluster jewels, anything like that. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing this farming method. So let's see. I don't want to die. Okay, thank you. Go ahead and kill those guys and zoom along. Looks like we got a free alpha mission. Hooray! Let's see. Silvercoin. Yeah, shut up. Let's go in here. Drop our portal, and let's see what we have. Nothing crazy. We didn't really get anything crazy, but as a rule of thumb, I will always choose a critical plot if the other plots are crap. And this time, I'm going to show you rolling a cluster, and that's only because it's one of the more consistent and easy ways to make some currency.
My mana is gone.
So, perfect. We got a few of the reforged crits, so now we just type in CRIT. Since I have my clusters right here at the ready, and we look for anything that isn't rolled. So all of these seem to be rolled, I believe. I'll probably have to go and look for ones that aren't rolled later. Here we go, here's one not rolled. We just go bam, and just like that, we have a crit cluster rolled. On top of it, it's a very good one. I really like this one. Savage response is kind of meh, you know, you don't want to take a savage hit, but if you do, you get 30 multi for free, and that's super strong. It's one of the stronger nodes you can get. And if you have a defensive character, you know, you're going to see it. I would probably price this at about maybe anywhere between 60C to like 80C, Exalts being 150 right now, so you can probably squeeze an X out of someone, but because, you know, they're really common, 60C to 80C is probably a fair price. Now that cost me literally one craft and it was done, so yeah, and let's see about this one. This one didn't work out, but it is what it is. You can kind of see where I'm getting at. Those clusters themselves are only about 5 to 10 chaos as is, so right here we have implicit to jewels or bestiary, harbinger, so on and so forth. I don't think I have any bestiary related items, so I'm just gonna see what I can pull. Unique bestiary, huh? Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll save the craft because I actually have some remove random critical, remove critical, remove critical. I'm gonna change that. I don't need that. And I'll look into this later. Maybe to go do some of my bosses and just throw a lure in my collection of stuff. And let's see, we have sacrifice a map for standard crafting options and nothing. So all in all, if we're looking at the pure profitable margin, we changed a 5 chaos jewel into a easy 50-60 chaos jewel, you know, just by hitting a reforged crit on a cluster, which is pretty good. And right here, this is what I've said before, infused harbinger in my opinion is worth an exalt. I don't care what people say, this craft is insane if you're farming Valdo's Rest. I will get to the full-on different methods of farming Valdo's Rest later in this series, much later because I've already made 3 or 4 videos into it. and I don't want to sit there and sit on a big like long pool of videos about the same thing, so I'll probably cover it a lot quicker. However, because we got this craft, we immediately make this whole video, or this whole session basically instantly paid for by itself, and we get a free infused anarchy to top it off. So all in all, that was a pretty good 3-map farming session. We probably, if I were to guess, we spent what? Well, I guaranteed we spent 36 chaos. We got about 16 back, I think it was, and then on top of the 16 raw, or 13 back raw chaos, on top of the 13 we got like several hundred and just other good stuff that, you know, we can use. So for the second half of this video, or the second half of the harvest crafting, first I am going to kill my hunter. And I don't think I can switch watchstones, right? No? No, I can't. So I'm not going to put harvest on this map. I'm just going to run hunter and get it over with. Luckily, I got one of the shortest maps ever to just run at the boss. Oh, I gotta turn off my alarm. Hold on. Cool.
With your death, this nightmare may finally end. I'm better. Not so easily. Let me out. Please let me
My I'm not up to that just yet.
Kill and steal to your heart's content. There is no law here.
My mana is gone. I'm not up to that just yet. My mana is gone.